Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios, Weekly Wing It number 185 here on Rumble, YouTube, and the X Twitter. And tonight I'm going to get in a boxing match with King Darius, a revenant from Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And I don't think we're going to get along too well, but we'll give it a shot. Let me click my Joy-Cons into place here. And all right. But before we do that, Frederick.
Hello, I am a disembodied voice this time. How you doing, Wrangler?
So you can trust him. I just ripped off Ryan George's exit. I don't know if you ever saw any of his videos.
No, I'm not
familiar.
familiar.
At the end of his videos, it's like just his head floating in the middle of the screen, and the other two links to other videos of his show up.
Okay.
And he goes, click on these videos and watch. I'm a disembodied head, so you can trust me. You can trust me. The dude's a riot.
That's funny.
Yeah, so
yeah,
Mr. Disembodied Voice, what have you got there?
So, well, I'm here drawing behind the scenes, but I got a video that I thought of you when watching it. It's basically called the first Metroidvania, but it's like prior to Metroidvania. So it's a video that I think we could EFAP. It'll talk about all the early games that were considered close to, or maybe in the contested as first Metroidvanias, and then he zones in on one that's pretty interesting. So I figured you'd get a kick out of this one.
Yeah, I'm interested. Let's take a look.
Let's have a look-see.
If you're in the know, you might be aware that there were a few non-linear platformers before Metroid. These proto-Metroidvanias have always been really fascinating to me, but there's always something about them that makes them not really feel like Metroid. And I don't just mean going down a strict list of genre traits and seeing which ones they check off.
Oh, and just tell me anytime you want to pause and comment, because we're making this, what do you call it?
Oh, yeah. Well, first I'd like to know.
We're adding commentary in context.
Yeah. What channel is this? Who is the creator?
Let me. So this is Grand Mahaha. Muahaha. So Grand Maha. So hold on. I'm going to say that again. Grand Mama Haha. So that's the name.
Hawaiian?
Probably. The first Metroidvania was a routing nightmare. Is the name of the video, and I'll drop the link here in the chat so people can.
Oh, okay. Then you're beating me to it because I was just trying to copy it to drop it in there.
And hello to Chrissy in the chat, who's there first.
First.
Yes. All right. Let me get
She
back
claims
to
the bragging rights for this evening.
Yes, it's interesting because we're going to see a lot of the ideas for Metroid were here and there, but were not fully developed in any one game back then.
I mean, like, take a look at Below the Root from 1984.
That's the one you were talking about before we went live.
Yeah.
And yeah, Below the Root.
I'm not familiar with it, but that was one of the titles that popped up on my search there.
Yeah, I've never played this.
A lot of people say this is the first Metroidvania. And yeah, it came out 2 years before Metroid. It's very cool. It has your platforming and non-linear map ability getting stuff. But I think the way it goes about fulfilling these traits is really quite different from any game we would traditionally call a Metroidvania. This game is really more of a crossover between a platformer and a point-and-click adventure, which just so happens in hindsight to give you new abilities that gate progression like a Metroidvania. There's also The Castle, which is a home computer game from 1985. It has this whole non-linear world map to explore and collect keys and unlock doors and whatnot.
Now, when he mentioned the point and click adventures, it automatically made me think of the Sierra games, King's Quest, Space Quest, Hero's Quest for the first in that series. But then from number 2 on, it had all been called Quest for Glory. But those, although
so navigation is not that complicated. There's a lot of games like this, games that happen to be.
This I had played. I had this on the Commodore 64.
Okay, I haven't seen any of these before myself, believe it or not.
I never got far with these games. Like, there's a lot of games on the C64 you just didn't know what the win condition. Because if you didn't have the manual was everything. Like, they'd tell you the story, the win conditions, what you needed to do a lot of times. So when you were just like sharing games with your friends, you'd have a bunch of games that you had no idea how to tackle.
Oh, and Liverpool just joined us as Negaduck. What's up, man? Is your
We can't hear you, Liverpool.
mic working?
Oh, he's out.
Ooh.
Oh no, he's not out. I tried to switch him with you, but it didn't work because it's underneath the screen.
How about now?
Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
I said, what kind of duck? What was that?
Negaduck?
We didn't hear that.
No, I was joking because of that one time I said
Yeah.
Negalink.
Yes. Call back. Okay, I was hearing a little wind, but it's gone now, so that's better. So just to fill you in, Liverpool, we're watching kind of the history of Metroidvanias, and then he focuses on one specific one. And we're at Pharaoh's Cursed on the C64 right now.
Bit like
Oh, boy.
Metroidvanias in hindsight, but since obviously they didn't have the Metroid formula to go off of, they end up being totally different beasts in their own right. But a game I found recently is one I don't think I've hardly heard anyone even mentioning, and yet to me it feels more like a proper Metroid -1 than any of these. And that game, of course, is Journey to the Center of the Earth for Commodore 64. This is from 1985, and I don't know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Just look at this world map. I feel like any die-hard fan of the genre will get their neurons activated just by seeing this thing. It's your big labyrinthian underground complex of all these crisscrossing tunnels, barriers.
You'd get through them real quick because they're very short in terms of number of levels and stuff like that. But if they made you work harder, the game would last longer.
Here, which means you can't actually jump high enough to reach it. And this situation happens many, many times throughout the map, and it's the game's way of creating one-way paths that you have to plan your route around. On top of that, the game gates your progression through fall damage, or just fall death. If you fall from 3 blocks or higher, you're dead. And normally I don't like this kind of thing in these ancient platformers because in a more action-y game, it just feels bad. But here it really works because it's one more piece of the puzzle to consider when you're poring over the map. Like, you need this key down here, but you can't just drop down because you'll break your legs. You need to come back with the water jug to grow this vine so you can climb down safely. Or just clip past it, but that's for the glitched any percent people. So, despite all these restrictions, this game has a couple useful types of fast travel. The most useful of which being these 3 eggs at the surface, which are a one-time use consumable item, which does take up an inventory slot, but lets you teleport back to where you picked it up with all of the items you're carrying. So this is the main way of bringing items back up to the surface, but you need to plan around only having 3 for the whole game, at least up here at the top. So when you put all this together, you get kind of a mix between the underground labyrinth item collecting of Metroid mixed with like the cabbage, goat, and wolf riddle where you have to figure out how to ferry items from one place to another. There are so many moments in this game where a key...
Yeah, so my guess is best way to do that is always bring the eggs up to the surface. But then when you find the treasures, don't just bring them up to the surface. Bring them to an area you can reach, gather them together, and then pick up as many as you can for a teleport, and then use one of the eggs.
Yeah, what do you mean, why you bring the eggs to the surface, though?
Well, you teleport to where the egg is, right?
No. You teleport to where you found the egg.
Oh,
So
I
they're
thought
in-
you could put. I thought you could place it wherever you want and teleport to it.
No. So they're. I think they're at the top layer. He shows them. So they're kind of at the top of the whole thing, but they're still like in 3 different slots along that. So you would teleport back to
Oh,
those.
so you carry the egg with you, and when you use it, it brings you back to where you originally picked it up.
So what you got, like I think 11 slots. If you take the egg, you get 10, and if you keep like getting items going down, because you can go down and add items, you just can't go back up and jump if you have 5 or more. But if you keep going down, you get something like 10 items, then you can theoretically teleport those 10 items back, and you just need one more item. But it's probably not that simple in the game, obviously.
I'm sure, but I mean, I'm already thinking of how to consolidate the movement.
Right? This is an
I don't
intriguing-
even plan to play the game, and I'm already
No,
sitting
me
here trying
neither.
to figure it out.
The graphics are way too ugly, but I'm still intrigued by by the whole logic.
The
game logic.
concept.
Yeah.
The item may be right next to a place where you use it, but on closer look, taking the easy way there would waste so much time compared to multitasking, working on other goals, dropping that item off in no man's land, only to pick it up way later in the game. And especially in a speed run, when you're trying to optimize your route, you have to think about minimizing your trips back up to the surface, efficient locations to drop off a ton of items and pick them up later. You have to plan ahead for falls that are too high, or going down one-way paths, and even stuff like this extra dynamite, which suddenly means you're able to blow a hole in the map anywhere you want,
Oh,
potentially skipping a
nice!
whole trek, as long as you're willing to sacrifice crucial inventory space to bring the dynamite and the detonator with you. This game ends up being a
Oh,
Metroidvania
and there's
where
two items in
90%
one.
of it is played studying the map. You can't just go down into the planet and get lost and find your way around haphazardly. You have to route. You have to plan your trips in advance. And for many people, that would be tedious. But for me, I find it incredibly engaging. So let's look at how all of this works in action. I'm going to show you my 2 speed runs, sped up to double speed so I don't waste your time, and explain both the glitchless route and the glitch full any percent route. Hopefully you enjoy. So let's start with the glitchless route. I have this map over here to follow along with. We just went down the yellow path and we're going to get our first treasure and our first key item. The yellow path is going to be the first route down, orange is the second route down, and green is the third route down. There are 3 eggs, which is
I'll be back
these
later,
3
fellas.
purple
Alrighty.
stars.
At least
here.
all
I
the
just
things
picked up
are
2.
like-
You can see it in
At least all the things are in the same spot, so you can actually plan. Could you imagine if there was randomness to this?
Yeah.
my inventory.
This looks like it would be hell with a randomizer.
Oh, dude. But most Metroidvanias don't randomize by it.
Not usually. A lot of them do have randomizers that you can, and I think they're mods, but a
Okay,
lot of them do
mods.
have randomizers, and some of them are pretty good. They're set up in a way where they don't randomize it in a way where you can't finish the game because certain things not being available to you could block you from actually
Oh,
finishing.
well, your randomizer has to work with the game logic, obviously, yeah.
And those will be our teleporters to come back up to the surface. So doing 3 routes is very intended, and I think basically the best that you can do for this game without glitches. So we're going to come down here and use a block that we just picked up at the surface right here. The block goes into the little hole to open this gate, and we're going to grab the empty water jug. This is an item which is used in many different areas in the game.
So you need a
definitely
bunch
the
of
most
items
reused item,
regardless,
so
so-
I wanted to pick it
Yeah.
up first.
So that's why, like, your 11 slots are going to be a hassle for the 11 items you got to bring back.
The
Because you
real
actually-
pain in the butt sounds like that you can't jump if you have more than 5 items.
Yeah, that's huge.
That
So
sounds like
oh, boy.
the real. That's gonna weed out the men from the boys. I mean, that already sounds. That would probably weed me out. It's like,
So if you've got an egg, if you've got like dynamite and the detonator, that's 3 items. So you can only take on 2 items before you can't jump anymore. Like, it's ridiculous.
It just
Yeah.
fell in the water there, and the
Yeah, Raven, do you
That
have
would
to-
be annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I guess
Especially
it's
with
part of the
me.
puzzle of this game, but yeah.
Well, see, I collect everything, so that immediately just doesn't work for me.
No, you have to, like, he was comparing it to a game of Cross the Donkey, where you have to bring items across the river. You got to think this puzzle through.
turned into the water jug. That's how you fill it. You actually have to find areas and jump in either the water or oil to get the right liquid in it. We just went through this little river here, which we had to jump out of into little air pockets to get enough air. And we picked up the detonator, which is going to give us, the ability to detonate the dynamite once we pick that up. I'm going to go back a little bit and just show you what I'm doing here. There are random bats that spawn, which are just a treat. And basically, you're meant to have a gun, which can shoot the bats, but you really can just walk off screen and despawn them. So that's what I'm going to do. Now we're going to use this water jug.
Because the gun will take up another slot, so that's why he's playing without a gun.
Here, it doesn't use the jug up, but it does use the water inside it, and creates just this tiniest little sprout so that you can come right here where my cursor is to get the third treasure.
Silver bars. Raven's going to be happy.
Yeah, that's one of the treasures, is silver bars?
Yeah.
Grab the block, which will open up another door. And
Yeah, but
head
apparently
all the way
you
back
can't
up to the
jump
treasure,
with
which
it.
is us teleporting.
You can't jump if you have more than 5 items. Now I think he's using an egg now to teleport back to where he found the egg. And that allows him to bring his items up further closer to the surface. The whole point is to bring 11 archaeological finds to the surface. Treasures, basically.
And we're going right up here, back to where the egg is. You'll notice we have 6 items. And so we're going to have to do a little bit of ferrying. We can't actually jump up just quite yet to reach that. So we drop an item there, drop one down there, pick it up. Now we have 5, we can jump again, and the rest of this just requires climbing. Just despawn this bat real quick. So there's a lot of
He's
that in
despawning
this
all
game, and part of it is just trying to route around it. I dropped 3 treasures and the water jug because we don't need the water jug for this orange path, which we're on now. But I am going to take the detonator, egg, and a box, and I just picked up dynamite. And this is our spare dynamite, which we can use anywhere we want, and we're about to use it down here at the bottom
Blow
of this
it up.
path.
Let's do it.
First, though, we're going to put this block in here, despawn these bats, and come down and drop down into the water to get this treasure right here. This is a pretty precise area. You can
Gold
see,
nuggets.
I'm pretty sure you were actually supposed to bring an item to get through this. I call it an oxygen pill. I kind of flub a little bit getting the precise positioning there. You see, I have to jump into the corner of these air pockets because if you try to go all the way to where there's a little more room, you just run out of breath and die. And I did die here a few times recording this run. I'm going to pick the block back up, which leaves us with 6 items. And at this point, I'm like, I don't need the gun. The gun is actually not used on either of these speed runs. I brought it just for protection, didn't end up actually using it. That could definitely be routed out. It's not used for anything other than shooting bats, but we'll use that same box to open the gate here and use the dynamite. And this dynamite is going to let us skip, I'm going to go to our map here, it's going to let us skip this door. So by getting the detonator on the first path, and then also grabbing the dynamite here, we can bring it and come right here to skip this door. This door is not opened up with another box like what we've been picking up. This is basically the oil door. I guess it's like malfunctioning or squeaky or something. So here is normally where you'd pick up the oil. You would normally grab the water jug, come all the way down here, and pick up the oil. And the problem with this, and why it wastes so much time actually coming here, is because if you come down this way, you might think, oh, I'll just wrap around this way and come to this door. That is not possible. You can see right here we have an angled slant that denotes this as a one-way. Can't climb up here. One way, can't climb up any way whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. Now that he mentions
It's
that, I see them all
one-ways.
over the place.
If you were to grab the oil and then try to come up through the top, you could if you actually opened up this door previously, which we did, but that takes routing into that. And mainly the other reason that we didn't bring the oil is
Bingo.
we don't even have the water jug on us. By skipping the oil, it allows us to free up 1 inventory space, which is very useful for the rest of this orange path here. And we've left the water jug here, so that basically just frees us up a spot and saves some time in the process. So I think it's pretty good. Maybe there's a better spot somewhere if you get real cheeky with it, but I haven't found anything. So we're just going to
What,
grab
did he say
the
what
Hope
the time he's
Diamond.
going for is?
No, I'm not sure what the time the record is.
And after that, we're going to come down, fall into the water, and grab this dynamite. At least one of these dynamites is required, and we're going to use that at the lower area down here. You'll also see we skipped an egg. We never need to teleport back to this egg. I don't think it ever saves time, so it's unnecessary. And now this part here is very tricky and definitely a run killer. It's this little baby dragon. You'll see I also have to despawn some bats, which is kind of annoying. But this guy, I'm just setting up a very precise little position here so
Is
that
that a
I
turtle
know
or
the timing to
big
jump
lizard?
over him.
It's a baby dragon.
because- I don't know. You could just wing it technically. I can't. So I need a little bit of a setup to
Wing
get
it.
over
That's
him.
what we do here.
With
Yeah.
that, we have the Shroud of Turin, which I think is our seventh
That is
treasure.
strange,
And
yeah.
at that point, we can egg back up to the surface. Oh, good time to show just how jank this game is. Watch the glitchy graphics. That's not me. It's not an emulator problem. This game is just built with duct tape and straw. So I don't know. It's an old game. It's kind of funny in that way. But I'm going to drop down all our treasures here. We're going to bring the detonator and the second dynamite and pick up our water jug. It's going to finally be useful pretty soon. I just passed that gun on the ground, realizing it's not worth it. I mean, yes, it saves time if you have to despawn bats, but the actual inventory management element of it is a pain in the ass. Grab our third egg here and drop down into the water. Dropping down into the water fills up our water jug, and it's on the way, so that's perfect. I think, well, I'll explain where I think the intended place to get water is in a second, but I'll show you what we're using it for, which is right here. We're going to grow a little plant and climb down it. This is actually the area that I used earlier as an example for fall damage. That's why we're growing the plant here. You have to climb the vine down or else you'll break your legs. So I think that actually the intended path, or at least the more obvious path to get the water to this location is a little bit of a headache, and it's kind of why we routed the water bucket in this particular way. You can see that the
I
water
wonder
bucket
how
is picked
long
up
he
here.
sat down
You might-
and figured out these routes. I wonder how long it took him.
Yeah, I think he screenshotted the game and then had to figure it out and map it out.
Think, oh, you know, just come down with the bucket and come down and grow the plant. But you need to fill it up. If you come down, this is a one-way. You can't climb back up this way. So coming down here is a total fool's errand, and the only really close water that you can get is this one. So you'd have to either enter this door and climb all the way around here just to get the water, just to climb all the way back and pour the water here. Or if you're super clever like me, you can just have the water bucket to begin with from the first route, and then by the time you're actually coming back down this way, fill it up on the way rather than grabbing it and making a whole second trip for the water. So that's a little bit of the
Did
kind
you
of
say
thing
how
you have to
many
think
blocks
about
of or
with
how
this
many
game.
dynamites you get in this game? Is it only one?
No, it's got to be more than one, but I don't think he said. He just used one so far, I think.
Yeah, but here's a good
We're gonna
thing. After you use it, you can discard the detonator and that frees up another slot.
Well, unless you know you're going to use it later. If you need another.
And I guess you gotta. I assume if you discard something, you can go back and pick it up again later. So
Yeah.
you might have a strategic spot to set it down.
Pick up the elevator key. Right now on the map, we are right here, and we're going to just climb up this path and grab this treasure. With this treasure,
Mona Lisa.
Rosalina, you can see
Who left the Mona Lisa in a cave?
that we're at
Well, it
6
seems like the thing to
items.
do.
Say what?
Readout says time and money were indeed spent. What's up, Readout? Good to see you.
How you doing, Readout?
Which means we can't jump.
Hey, we
This
don't-
is actually totally fine because we're just going down a little
I
bit
think the
of
aboleth
climbing.
left it there.
The what?
The aboleth.
Epilith.
Aboleth.
What's that?
If you know what a mind flayer is, it's scarier and more H.P. Lovecraftian.
Oh, okay. The tentacle face.
And don't need to
it's
actually
more
jump
like a
at this
giant
point, so that was
slug
routed in
blob.
very intentionally. Going down the elevator. Now we don't need the elevator key anymore, so we're going to drop it there. Pick
Holy
up
Grail.
our treasure
Holy
on the map
Grail.
here at my cursor. That's where we are. Pick up the treasure, pick up the umbrella, and you can see that we are maxed out. So since we can't jump, we're going to need to drop a few things here to pick a couple other things up. I'm going to drop off 2 treasures, an egg, any key item. So we're going to climb up and grab the oxygen pill here. There are 2 of these in the game. I think one of them is really meant to be used here, where we were going through that river with some precise jumps, but you don't really need it, so this is the only one that we pick up. We actually were right next to the second one when we used the dynamite, and even though it was right there, you'll notice that we're very thin on inventory space, so not picking it up was very ideal. Now we're going to leave all of that stuff here, and I'm going to actually show you on the map. This is kind of a crucial area. We have a lot of items here. All my scribbled little down arrows here are items that we're going to leave here. It's our 2 treasures, our egg, and a
Guess who's
key
joined
item
us, Frederick?
that we're just leaving.
Who's that?
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Better, stronger, faster.
Herman P. Hunter says virtually
Hey,
everything
Herman.
Lovecraft described was a slug in some form or another.
Hedge.
If that's the case, then all you need to do to defeat these creatures is get a lot of salt.
Yeah, well, demonic forces hate salt, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, just look at Sam and Dean and Supernatural. They already knew. They used it all the time, salt circles. And if Cthulhu comes at you, just throw a bunch on them. It'll dry them out.
Makes sense if they're slugs.
That's right.
Here
Don't know
and
how
these
much that
3
helps if you're underwater.
Well, you need underwater salt, clearly.
Salt water?
Salt water.
Salt water.
are going to be here for the rest of the game until we come back up all the way at the very end to pick them up. So this whole section here that we're going to do is a lot of little ferrying. Due to the nature of the one-ways in this area, due to needing to jump over that gap that we just jumped over, and just generally having a lot more gaps to jump over, we're going to have to basically just drop down and pick up a bunch of items over and over again. So we drop down 2 here. This is kind of that goat, cabbage, wolf thing I'm talking about. Drop down another 2 here. Avoid the very annoying spawning bats. And
This
come back
dude
over with
must
the
have
others.
a lot of patience.
If this looks a little
Yeah, well, all speedrunners are clinically insane, man. They spend like inordinate amount of times redoing the levels, trying to get like breaking the game over and over and over again.
Well, I guess I got no room to talk then because I kind of no glitch speed ran Metroid Dread repeatedly.
I thought I had patience, but I don't have patience for this.
No, me neither. Like, I might replay a game that I like, but speedrunning. I mean, I learned how to speedrun level 1 of Mario 3 just to see if I could, and I was able to match the world record speed for just one level. But it was pretty exhilarating because you got to time those jumps perfectly. Like you just got to be very.
Can you imagine keeping that up the entire game?
Well, that's the thing. Like doing it for a minute and a half versus doing it for 20 minutes, half hour, very big difference.
cumbersome and like it might waste time.
And doing it for a C64 game from 1985 is just like, I don't know, man. At least it's keeping him off the streets, I guess.
The reason that we are doing this and that we're bringing all of these items down is because the lower area of this world is basically a big gauntlet of key item use, which is why we need all of that. I'm going to back up. This is where we used the oxygen pill.
I was going to say, he's
that was
running
too long to
water
get through
there.
no matter what. And this elevator is the elevator that you can only get through with 6 items. You're weighing it down. It's also why
Of
running away from
course.
that here, I had to...
So you can't jump with
Drop
more than
it.
5. But to take the elevator, you have to have 6. You see how It's a whole management game. Like
Yeah.
it's an inventory, and that's why he calls it routing problems.
Hit him from on the ground and then pick it back up. The reason I picked that back up is because if I walked back onto the elevator, it would have just sent me back up. It would have said, okay, you're light enough, just going to send you back up, and that wastes a lot of time. So another thing you have to think about while playing.
So you can't walk over the elevator if you're too light because it's going to send you back up. Wow.
This is the spiral of monotony is what I call it. The game just makes you just climb around in a big loop. If this was a GDQ kind of thing, this is where you'd be doing a donation for sure. But
Yeah,
we're just
spiral of
speeding through
monotony
this,
sounds accurate.
Here's the required use of the dynamite right here.
But that's kind of a Metroidvania thing, right? The spiral of monotony that's going back to one world to the other.
It's not supposed to be. The idea is when you're going through an area, yes, you're going to have to backtrack, but you're supposed to see things like, oh, look at that up there. I can't quite get there yet. But then when you have to backtrack later, you have new abilities, and you're like, oh, I can reach that now, and you can go see what's there. Sometimes it leads to a whole new area you didn't know about yet, or it might lead to another upgrade, or a movement ability that makes it just fun to parkour through things. You know, the one thing that I got to say that Metroidvanias, I mean, it may not have always been true, but for nowadays, I would say for Metroidvania, it is required that it just feels good to run and jump through the level.
Oh,
It's
that's a
got to
good
be
point.
fun. Like, look at Ori, the Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ori is so much fun to control, the way he maneuvers and everything, that you could just sit there and goof off, grabbing onto vines, jumping onto ledges, flipping through things. If you can't, if the movement in your game isn't good enough to where it's just fun to goof off, jumping around an area just for the heck of it, then it's not good enough. That's
a
my
good point.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Here, boom. Yes, you do die if you touch it. Gonna get the gold from Fort Knox specifically.
That's where it went.
I was going to say the same thing. That's where it is.
And also the America's Cup. And go ahead and drop
Cup of what?
Yeah, what is the America's Cup? And is it a small or large? That I want to know for a friend.
the detonator there because we don't need it anymore, and just come on back down, grab our item, and then immediately drop it back down because we need to be able to jump. That puts us at 5. Drop just anything there, climb back down, pick it up. You know the drill by now. We're going to use the umbrella here.
That's the tedious part, is dropping stuff, going up. It's just managing the weight all the time.
Umbrella
This is
for
starting to look
that
like
rock,
a YouTuber
and
who
then-
films his hiking or something, where he sets up the camera, moves around, and he's got to stop and then move all his setup.
Oh yeah, go pick up the camera after you moved. Yeah.
We're going to also come down here with the water bucket and splash some water on this fire. I promise it's there. I'll actually show you this right here. Fire's never actually on screen, and I didn't want to leave you hanging, so here it is. You can just touch it and sink down into the earth and melt and die. You could also 360 midair no scope it with the water. Just kidding. It doesn't work, which is sad. I don't know why, but doing this just crashes the game very consistently. Yes, specifically the jump off the ledge 360 no scope water bucket shenanigans leads to all sorts of crazy crashes. I don't know why.
He
So
broke
after
the
all that, we're gonna
game.
climb down
Yeah.
here. There's a couple guns in this area. They're not actually useful because bats don't spawn down here. But we're going to use the clockwork key to spin this little mechanism so that this platform can be climbed on, and drop it because it's not needed.
Really need, I would
We've
have
also
never
dropped the
guessed that
water
you needed
bucket.
to
That's
put
the
a
last
key in
piece
there.
Me
that.
either.
And
Oh, he's all the way
there's this
down
little
now.
section here where you jump over some mines. They are instant kill. Everything in this game is instant kill, which brings you back up to the top. And I'm taking my time here because, I don't know, no reason to.
What
And
the
here's
heck?
the troll. He just blinks in and out of existence. And we got the troll secret hoard. So with that, that's our final treasure. We're going to beam back with our 4th egg, which takes us back up here.
Beam me up,
Enjoy
Scotty.
the
4th egg? I thought he had.
glitchy
There was only
sights
3.
as we come back here, despawn some more bats, and climb back up to the teleporter. We're basically at the end of the game now. We're just picking up all of the stuff that we dropped off. But what the heck was I doing there? Was I being an idiot? No, the teleporter just works
Didn't
that
work.
way. So basically, right here, boom, boom. Those are 2 teleporters. And then right up here, we have a set of 4. 1 here, 2 here, 3 and 4. And the way they coded this is hilarious. If you walk into one of these teleporters, it selects a random location for you to go to from the set, including itself.
Oh no.
So you can literally walk in and out over and over and over again, flipping the same tails on your coin flip over and over again and waste a ton of time. I think it's funny. I don't know, but I'm sure if this were a serious speed game, people would get pissed at that.
Yeah, that's a bad.
So yeah, we got our 5 treasures.
But these
ending
are
with
old
5
games,
is
like,
very
we're
useful.
talking
You don't
about-
have to do any little bit of ferrying.
We're
You can
talking
just
1985 Commodore 64. So like these guys were the first doing this, obviously.
jump on up, and this is essentially the end of the run. We come back up here, climb up, and we are going to put down our final treasures. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what happened there?
Congratulations, you have
So
achieved
if you
the
see,
impossible.
I do put down 4 treasures. This one here that's still in my inventory is just because I'm standing over an item. And so it's trying to get put into the inventory, but this is actually an empty slot. This one here is only showing up because I just put it down and then the game pauses. But this is down, all the rest are down. But this one is still in my inventory, so I didn't actually drop all 11 treasures. So what happened? Basically, the programmer made a mistake, and I kind of made a mistake, sort of. The game is actually incompletable. You cannot actually beat this game. The way that I got this little message here, congratulations, you've achieved the impossible, is by doing a little bit of hex editing in the emulator settings. Essentially, the treasure at the very bottom of the planet, the Troll's Hoard, the treasure here at the very end, doesn't count. The programmer just programmed it wrong, unfortunately. I guess it doesn't. It's probably not in the right object file.
The
And
game,
so
you can't win the game.
Only ever actually
Wow.
place down a maximum of 10 treasures up at the surface. If you place that 11th treasure down, the game doesn't register it, and nothing happens. So essentially, before the speedrun start, I just set my counter to 1 treasure instead of 0. That way, when you place the 10th, any 10th, it'll be over. I just decided to cut the timer a little later than normal because, I guess I accidentally saved time. I'm a cheater. I saved a third of a second in the first speedrun ever. Sorry.
The first speedrun ever, yeah. I don't think there's lots of people playing this.
So we're going to be going from
what time it
a
is.
very old game to a much newer game in a few minutes here.
Yeah.
Because
We could stop it here. I think we've seen everything.
I went and I rearranged my amulets in Prince of Persia, and I went and picked up an unwilling participant to go start my boxing match with King Darius.
Unwilling participant, you say?
Yes. All right, there's this cool little ability called Dimensional Claw. Pretty much I open up a little pocket dimension. I could carry items with me that way.
Oh, yeah, Felix the cat's handbag.
Yeah, well, when you suck an enemy into that, then when you release him, he's momentarily brainwashed and will work for you. For example, boom, there he is. That's who I decided to bring with me. See, he's got that blue glow in his eye. He's under my command right now. So I'm just going to suck him back in there. And now...
It's like Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, right? Well, he only stays that way for a moment. And then he shakes it off and starts coming after me again. But I figure, I'm going to go get my butt kicked. I might as well bring someone to be my meat shield. This big stone. What is this guy anyway? He's like some big stone-looking dude. Because he was in a row of statues and jumped out and just started attacking me. All right, time for me to go make a fool out of myself. Let's go. I should hit some background music. Too bad I still can't figure out how to pipe in the sound from this game. I can't even hear the sound myself on it right now because I'm running it through the computer instead of through the television screen. Maybe I just need a better capture card. Let's see. What do I want to play? I'll play Berserker by Light and Dark.
Music wise, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here comes my opponent. King Darius, aka Frosty. He's dead, by the way. What do you think? Does that music sound appropriate for this?
That's pretty good. Sounds like boss music. Maybe tone it down just 10%, 10, 20.
How's that? A little bit more? Or?
Yeah, just a little bit. So we can still hear each other talk.
Oh, I'm sitting here looking at it on the StreamYards. Ooh. Ow, he hit me. I was sitting here looking at it on the
Whoa.
StreamYards.
Can't avoid that. Unless you're on the triangles at the top.
I was looking at it on the StreamYards window instead of the other window that has the full screen. What?
Yeah, you gotta stay on those triangles or he's gonna ice spike you.
Yeah. Even on the triangles, he can still get to me.
He looks slow, but then he moves fast.
Hey. Here, have a playmate.
Let's keep him busy at least. Oh, that looks final move. Or important. That's kind of cool.
Nope. Yikes. Okay. I survived phase 1.
Well, that's just phase 1, of course.
Yeah.
Video game bosses.
I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna do some Ridley music.
You shall not
Here
pass.
we go. Yeah, right? Ow. Did he just clonk me in the head?
That's what it looked like.
Get him.
He really likes his fire and ice. I like this guy.
No! Uh-oh.
Oof.
That sword looks heavy, man.
Right?
Ooh. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think he hit me. Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Did you go see the new movie? You guys gonna go see it?
I have not, no. Whoop! Yikes! Come on, come on. Boom. Ah! I whipped myself right into it. No. Oh, hey, stay in your lane, pal. Ow. Come on. Come on. Dude, not that. No, not that. That's not what I wanted you to do. Well, I didn't want him to do that either, but I'll take it. That's what I was trying to get him to do, and I messed up. Come here. Come on. Oops. Wrong button. Ouch.
Oof.
I'll get him. I don't know when, but I will get him. I did it on my first playthrough, so I know I can do it again. But that is not the way to do it. Yikes. This, for a big dude, he dodges. Ow. Dude is quicker than he looks. Ow. I'm not doing so hot this round. No pun intended.
Huh. Is he wearing a crown? Who fights with the crown? Go put the crown down, come fight, and you can put it back on
A
after.
Revenant King, I guess. Oh, I missed.
So if he's
He
dead,
teleported out of there just as I started to do it.
you're telling me no one took the crown off of his head after he died? I guess these kings, they get buried with their crowns sometimes.
Yeah. Yikes. Whoop. Yeah, I'm amazed all the times I hit him in the head, he's still wearing that thing. All right, let's get this. Let's get right to my ass whooping. Oh, I got caught up there. I'm really not sure what to do to avoid getting hit by that one, but whatever. Oh, phase 3, it looks like.
How far are you into the game? Is this an end game boss or no?
It's near the end. He's not the... Oh, poof. That would have ended me had he landed that. That nearly ended me, and... Whoop. Yeah, I do not want to get hit by that. Uh-oh. That's going to cost me. Ow. All right, new tune. I'll stick with the Metroid for now. Oop. Oh, didn't quite get out of that one. Where? Oh, he's doing that again. Oof. Hey, he just tried to stomp on me. Yipes.
I wouldn't take that, Wrangler. Go get him.
Okay, I think I got through phase 1 pretty good there that time. I like that they actually dug into real Persian lore on this. He's talking to Aru Mazda, lend me the strength to defeat those who blah, blah, blah. You know, in the previous Prince of Persia games, it was just their own made-up lore. In this one, they actually dug into authentic Persian lore of Zoroastrism. And he's got his toasty blade. He just lays it across his back like there. He's like, ah, that feels good in this chilly weather.
Toasty. Got Maji in the chat.
What's up, Maji?
She says, hee hee, and looks rough, an old school game. Looks rough and old school, excuse me. What's the game?
Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown.
Which is relatively new, right? It's not an old game.
Yeah, it's 2 years old.
2 years, yeah. That's pretty new.
Oof. Yeah, I get hit by that one every time. There is a way to avoid it. I just haven't figured it out.
Could you imagine how frustrating those old, like Commodore 64 games? Not only were they difficult and took a long time, they were complicated, the ending might not even work.
Yeah, right? After all that.
Like, how do you know the game? Yeah, and how do you know it's the game that's buggy?
Oh, I actually avoided that one.
And not you that's missing something. It's like, what? Do I need another item? Let me go back down. And you keep like searching and searching, and the game is just will never give you the win condition.
Oops. I just blew my load on nothing.
Phrasing.
Oh, he caught me. That's not good. You know how I said earlier I don't want to get caught in that? I just got caught in it.
Pokeball now? Ooh, damn. He's mad. You did something to piss him off, Wrangler.
I'm good at that, at least. Oops.
Go get him.
Yikes.
So did you think that little game Journey to the Center of the Earth, do you think that qualifies as a Metroidvania?
I would call it a proto-Metroidvania.
Proto. Yeah, I guess so.
Whoa.
It didn't seem to qualify in the fun factor, though, of just going back. But those were early days.
Yes.
You were kind of happy to have any video game at that point.
Owie. Oof.
I remember during that time, the most advanced game I thought
Oh, you got me again.
was Test Drive. Like a fast car simulator.
That hurts.
And it looks terrible now, but back in the day, it looked like the most amazing computer graphics.
No! Oh, here he goes again with that crap. Oh no!
Did you get?
Oh,
Oh, you
yeah.
got cut.
Yeah, and look, I got his health bar mostly down, but unfortunately, he's got mine all the way down.
Oh man, that was so close.
Yeah. So good to see you, Maji. Yeah. Old school, huh? I guess that old school style. But,
Now insert another coin and get going.
right?
How much money you got left? Enough to beat the boss. There's a whole channel called like how much did it cost to beat such and such video game arcade. And it's freaking fascinating because he's going through all the old arcades. He plays through them on an emulator, but he's got like a whole arcade setup emulator.
Did he get through it on Dragonlance? Not Dragonlance, Dragon's Lair.
I think so. I think he did that one. He did a bunch. And basically he counts the number of tokens it takes him. And he like does the translation into how many coins it cost at the time. Because it started, arcades started at 25, but then they went up to 50 and such and such. And so the guy just basically evaluates every arcade, like how much of a coin grabber is it? Is it really, does it use like dark patterns, cheating techniques and such? And so it's pretty interesting to watch. And a lot of really cool old school games too. So it's just watching those old arcades is the fun of it, I think.
Well. Whoop. Whoop. Oof. Yeah. Whoop, no, not that. Oh, he did that. Well, this is, I think last run was a better run, but. All right. I went through a few health potions right there on phase 1, so those. No real old school made you start completely over. Yeah, you got a point there, Maji.
Yeah, some tried to give you a password when they could, like during the Nintendo era. They'd give you these awkward passwords you could jot down. But,
Step into this.
I mean, it was the philosophy. They weren't. I guess they were comparing to arcades instead of like. They were like, okay, you get 3, 4 lives, and then you get a couple of continues, and then we got to reset you. Why? Well, because got to make it hard. Got to make the games last longer. Because nowadays, like games are pretty much all continue all the time and almost instantly where you left off. Right?
Yeah. Well, there's a reason for that.
Because people stopped playing.
Yeah, it was to make people. No, it was to make people put more quarters in.
No, yeah, it makes sense at the arcade, but when you use those patterns on home games, is when it gets weird. Is what I'm saying. Like, cause some games at home, like on the Nintendo, you'd still have limited continues, and then you'd have to start over again. But you already paid for the game, you know what I mean? But I think the developers were thinking,
Oops.
Like an arcade developer.
He landed it.
He caught you again?
Yeah. It's not an unfair thing as stupid as it looks. Whoops, that one kind of felt unfair,
But the fight feels like it
No,
lasts a long time.
yeah. Oh, this is a great fight. This is what I need to avoid. And I did. Barely. Oh no. But I didn't avoid that. Again, even though I kind of flubbed phase 1, at least his health bar was down, I think, a little lower than last time. So I might be getting this soon.
You're making progress, yeah.
Yeah. The progress is painful, but I'm making it. Whoop. Yeah, don't touch me with that. In fact, just don't touch me. I thought I said don't touch me. I said don't touch me. Yikes.
You're starting to sound like a police cam video.
Oh, I did not expect that. Ow. Asshole.
Wow. Now Wrangler's angry, it seems. Usually you don't have the big words like that.
Well, he hit me.
See, that's uncalled for. Uncivilized. I tell you.
Hey, that teleporting gets kind of annoying.
Yeah, he's got a lot of magic and powers on his side. What do you got? You're teeny weeny. How'd you get so small?
I got dive bomb.
Oh, did that work?
That was phase 1, yeah.
Attack his dignity. It kind of reminds me of Asmongold. I don't know why. Same hairstyle.
The king.
Yeah.
Oh, you did this.
Oh, the Roach King himself.
Ah!
Ooh.
Dude, I'm like...
You know what I wasn't paying attention to? My own health bar. I had a shitload of, a bunch of those healing potions. I didn't use them.
Oh, yeah. What a waste.
I was just not paying attention. Totally my fault. Yikes.
Dude, I hope that Asmon 40k thing becomes a series in its own. I'd love to follow that. And him playing the game and building the army.
That was a waste. Kamikaze! Hey, he stepped on me.
How rude.
How rude indeed. Listen, Frosty. Whoop! I'm not going down there right now. Jeez! Keeps teleporting right on top of me.
Jeez Louise.
Tornado! Boom.
You say tornado, I say tornado.
I say twister.
Phase 1.
Complete.
Gonna cook his ass.
He's trying to cook mine. What he doesn't realize is I don't taste very good.
Put some pressure on him. Who does he think he is picking on someone like a tenth of his size?
Well, that's not his mortal size. I mean, when he was alive, he was like regular size, but oh crap, he did this again.
What's his diet?
Yeah, I don't want to eat that. No. Oh, here he goes. Nope. Nope. No. Oh, he got me last second. I think this might shave down the rest of my health bar. If I can survive this, I can take a potion. There we go. Oh, oof. Boom. Ow. Oh crap! I just accidentally took both potions at once.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Yeah, so I wasted one.
Are you gonna overdose? Damn.
Oh, this thing again. He landed it. It's that last zip he does. I can't quite seem to get out of the way of. And outie. No, oh crap.
Do you have like, can you dodge real quick?
I can to a point. Yeah, look at his life bar now. I don't think I'm going to be able to quite pull this off, but oof. It's a close one. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to try and do it, but
Get him.
here he goes. No! You see, I tried to like zip under it, but I ran right into it. See where his health bar is?
He's at
So
0.
close.
Yeah, he's almost
Yeah.
done.
But I am completely done. Boom. He got me again. I don't hear no bell, Mick. I didn't hear no bell.
Didn't do nothing.
This would have cost you a lot of quarters.
Right? Whoop. Little chilly there.
Oof. You need a ring of warmth. A ring of warmth for that.
Well, I am using a couple charms. One of which is a resistant to burn damage, and another one is a resistant to frost damage. So think of how bad this fight would be going if I didn't have those.
Is that why you're fighting? Is he after your lucky charms?
Yeah. Big old frosty leprechaun.
Oof.
Oh, how did he get me?
Ouch.
Really?
Ooh, ow.
I wasn't paying attention to my life bar, but still, I don't see how that last one hit me. I thought I was clear of that.
Oh, we have Luke Vapor in the chat that says, have you tried getting good?
What? That's a good point. Let me give that a shot right
That's
now.
the one thing you didn't do.
I knew I forgot something.
I didn't want to distract you during the fight, so I put it in chat.
I'm working on it right now.
I don't mind distracting him, Luke. I'm on the giant side.
Boom. Oh, you swatted me like a fly there.
Yeah, I've been pretty out of commission lately.
Yeah.
Between like that,
Too much lettuce.
Yeah, between the acid reflux, the crazy lettuce parasite, and like the fact that I haven't been able to sleep. So like, because of those two things, I've been unable to sleep, which made it worse. And I haven't. I was already having sleep trouble, but now it's like I barely have slept in the last 3 weeks. So it's gotten to the point where I like will randomly pass out sitting in a chair, or I'll start hallucinating.
You'll start talking to yourself in front of your computer.
Yeah, well, no, I actually have started. There have been times when I've been like talking to a friend, like we'll just be sitting in the living room, and then I'll like halfway nod off and start talking nonsense.
I do that every night.
I thought you were going to say you were imagining the friend. I'm a little disappointed.
The biggest difference is I'm not sick when I do it.
The friend was me all along, even after we got into a fight.
Oh man, that reminds me. I was so tired one night whenever I was listening to voicemail that I had completely forgotten that I was listening to voicemail, and I was trying to inform my friend of whatever it was that he was asking me.
You were having a conversation with the message?
Yes. And I was getting very mad. He wasn't understanding what I was trying to say.
Stop talking. I'm answering your questions, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't old voicemails be interactive like AI? AI is going to fix that. You'll be able to talk to your friend live after fact.
Yep. Oh, there
Phase
you go.
one.
For a little twister.
Is that phase
Nice.
one still? That's a good thing. Get him. He's got that whole sword folding thing.
I am absolutely loving the thief intro that I've been working on today.
What kind of intro for your
Oh
book?
crap!
For the story.
Yeah, okay, his character introduction.
Yeah, so
Nice.
she's the halfling that ends up getting backstabbed after doing a certain job, and then she's sold into slavery to make her disappear. And I was oof.
I run right into the last bit of it every time, and
So,
it's like I angle upward when I try and zip forward, and I don't know why I keep doing that. And I wish I'd stop.
what's the going rate for a halfling slave these days?
I don't know.
Do you get? Does it cost less? Is it less than a? I mean, it's got to be less because it can pull less, right? How useful is it a halfling? I mean, it's got to be super useful in the caves and stuff like that. Or in
that-
farm.
That really wasn't the point. It was to avoid paying, and then if you kill her, then there's a body that you can cast the Speak with Dead spell on and find out information. And so it's better to just sell her off and
He's doing it
make
again.
it seem like she's disappeared and no
but
longer
they-
exists. Or
but-
it,
As long as she's alive, she could always flee. She could always escape. Could always get a message out.
Well,
Tie up those loose ends.
that's the reason for selling her into the iron mines. Is because in the iron mines, most of the slaves don't survive.
Oh.
And So
Go
the
up,
whole
go
thing
up.
is to make her disappear and like really disappear.
That's what I was thinking. Like with the halfling, the mines are good because they're smaller, right? To get in
Yeah.
there.
Oh!
Ooh.
This is one of the closest yet. But I keep choking right there at the end. Move poor. I did try getting good. So far, I haven't gotten good at getting good yet.
Oh. Well, that's the trick, isn't it?
I reckon so.
He can't even lift his own sword, and he beats you.
He's pretty quick for a sick guy.
He's like barely can swing the thing around.
You would think until you're standing in front of him.
He looks like he left the AC turned on to max.
King Frosty. He thinks he's in Canada.
Oof.
Hey, is it true that Montreal has like an underground city?
Yeah. Yeah, I spent many months in there.
Cool. So mole people speak French.
There's no mole people though. It's you got malls, you got underground like malls, and that lead into office buildings, and down there they lead to metro stations, which takes you across the whole city. But like there's a core of the city that like you could just go from mall to mall to mall, and you got underground restaurants, you got underground stores, and
Are there like apartments? Do people live there?
yeah, they live in apartment buildings that are connected to it. Yeah.
Phase one down.
So it's almost like an arcology.
I mean, I don't know that it's all one corporation or anything, but it's just connected. Like it's ease of use. Like I didn't live in the underground. I lived about like 100 meters from an entryway, so I could just like walk through the snow real quick and get into a metro, and then boom, I could spend hours in the underground, like going to restaurants and going to stores and hanging out. And
Interesting.
yeah, and from there you could take the metro anywhere, but you don't have like the underground isn't throughout the whole island. It's just like concentrated in the.
All right, he got me right away with it this time.
Yeah.
There's like four zips he does. You got to avoid all four, or else he pegs you with this bullshit.
Part of it leads to a train station. Part of it leads to an old insurance building that looks really classy as fuck. Because you got a lot of old world buildings in Montreal as well. As well as the new stuff, of course.
Yep.
Metro system's decent. It's not too old. It's not too new either, but
I was disappointed when they got rid of subway tokens in Boston.
yeah, I don't know what they're using it. I haven't been there in years now.
Uh-oh. Did I just waste it? Oh, man. I wasted my biggest shot. Oh, he's doing it again?
Damn it. So, which one is his health? His health is at the top?
At the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom is the blue health.
Mine's at the top.
No, not the. I don't think his is the blue bar off to the right. It's the bar in the middle, across the bottom, under the King Darius text.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't see it.
Yeah, you can barely see the red through the title thing. There,
Oh,
whenever it shakes.
okay, it's hidden by the our name tags. Can we remove the name tags?
I think blue bar indicates
Oops.
frequencies,
Boom!
ability or endurance or something. There he goes.
I win. He done pissed off the redneck.
Yeah, I can't see a place to just turn off the name tags.
Yeah, I think you have to put it in the one thing where, like, whenever you put the chat text across the bottom and it bumps everything up and it removes everybody's name tag.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Hail, Brian McCoppin. Good to see you, man.
There.
it's a
Hey,
visual-
Brian. There's the crown.
There's that. I have to combine bubble gun with a paperclip to make the Jotun Bane bubble gum.
Yeah, you know, like an adventure game.
I can't figure it out.
Ooh, a big old frisbee.
Now just throw that shit everywhere, like it's like your crawl.
Did you beat him?
I did.
No way.
Yep,
The
he
key
got
to
good.
King Darius's palace.
That key looks really simple. Like it would have been super easy to pick that lock anyway.
Yeah, it was game mechanics. Mystical energies involved, yada, yada, yada.
Finally, you can leave that area.
There you go somewhere a little warmer.
Go inside. Not even.
What's this? Lore.
Cuneiform. Or hieroglyphs.
See, what happens if I jump off here? Yeah, there's nothing.
Famous
there.
last words.
Hey, y'all, watch this.
Frederick say, "Oh, hieroglyphs."
Hold my beer.
All right, you know what my next order of business is?
What's that?
Save station.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the game glitches out.
Right.
Kind of like that YouTube video.
Well, this game is unfortunately prone to glitches, so we joke. It's possible. Are you going the right way? Yes, I am. Ish. Okay. There we go. Boom. And while I'm here, I'm
Yay,
going
save.
to... Okay. I can remove the... Oh, well, that's why I was having some more difficulty. I thought I had the frost charm. Greatly decreases the duration of frost effect. No, it's not equipped. The thunder charm is equipped, doing me absolutely no good.
Wow.
All right, unequip that. I did have the burn of that's why the burns weren't doing much to me. Gee, it all makes sense
good.
now. Well, so much for that idea of I'm helping not get burned by the fires, blah blah blah, or hurt by the frost. No wonder I was getting my butt kicked. All right, Jink. Okay. And travel. Oh, looks like I got some more places to explore over here, off to the side. Probably not much, but I'll go check it out. But now I could go to the upper city and enter his palace and face Varham, who I beat his first form already. And if I go to face off Varham, it's going to start off kind of like that one with King Darius there, where I was getting my butt kicked, but little by little I'll get better.
We'll see
Okay,
about
going
that.
up.
No, I'll watch the next one. You'll just ruffle stomp because you'll remember to equip the correct markers.
Oh, you think
The
you'll
next
remember?
the next one is a straight up skill check. Farbia? How does she get everywhere in this? Everywhere I go, she's just hanging out in the worst to get to spot. Hi, want to buy a map? Listen, kid.
Location, location, location.
Where's the elevator at? Like, seriously, how does she keep getting in these places?
She's got high friends and low places.
I got friends with low standards. All right. Pop back down.
Colors look great, man. That's one thing about this game. It's just beautiful.
Oh yeah, it is.
It looks painterly. Like every frame looks like a painting.
This doesn't look very Persia-like out here in the snow, but I'm at a mountaintop. But let me show you like part of the city on the other side of the mountain. It's pretty nice looking.
Look at the decoration they put into the frame of the menu too. Like a lot of attention to detail.
Oh yeah. If I could choose, I can't believe Ubisoft said, "Yeah, we're done with you," and disbanded this team. Because I mean, look at this game they made, and the way it moves is freaking awesome.
Could it be that Ubisoft is fucking retarded?
You know, the thought had crossed my mind.
Nah, that couldn't be it.
Yeah, this is an interesting little puzzle trying to figure out how to boom. Oops. Let's see here. Boom. So, I mean, there's a lot of cool little platforming tricks and challenges that are a lot of fun in this game. And you can move so good in this. I love how they did it. If I recently Ubisoft did get the team back together, but I don't know if they're having them make another Prince of Persia game, because even though the game did well, it didn't do as well as they were expecting it to. So they just abandoned the
Nothing
project.
does as well as they expect these days.
Yeah, I mean, it did good, but it didn't do what they were hoping.
They just put out the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced came out a month ago.
Well, look, you put out enough trash, and what's going to happen is when you do eventually start putting good stuff back out, it's going to take time for people to trust you again. AAA gaming really did fuck itself like hard.
I mean, all media all over the place kind of did the same thing. It's the corporations kind of fucked up all our media up.
Yeah. So anyway, they did recently put the team back together. There's no word whether or not they're doing another Prince of Persia. I really hope they do. The way it stands right now, the games that I want to make, if I could pick any team to do it, I think these guys would get it. So all I gotta do is win the lottery and then wait for Ubisoft to lay them all off again, and then I'll hire them.
You can poach him.
Yeah, but he needs to win the lottery first.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wow. That's a machine gun.
I just feel like being a dick.
Yeah, I'm just still in amazement as how beautiful it is. Just looking at the stuff in the background, you got atmospheric perspective with the
Oh yeah, look at the multi parallax there in the background right here.
yeah. And the color, the depth is in the color as well. Brilliantly. Like this is peak platforming.
Yeah,
It really is.
it's birdie.
Here we go. Here's some platforming challenges that I had to get through earlier.
When we compare it to what we were watching on the video, which is
I'll be back.
one white sprite.
Let's see. Trying to remember how I did this.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, this
Oops.
at least you don't. This is what I like about modern games. You can start right where you in, close to where you died.
There we go. Easy peasy. Oops.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Ooh.
Damn.
that was just me getting all dyslexic on the keys there. Well, that was just me being stupid.
This seems like a waste of a lot of knives.
Yeah, forget 9 lives.
Oh, that's just how people decorate their palaces in Persia, don't you know?
Do they go in and clean those knives? Is there someone whose job is to go and oil them?
I have no idea.
I need to find this out.
Oh, jeez.
Ah,
Oh, wrong way.
yeah, I forgot. If I hit the dash button in the air and I'm not pushing a direction, he automatically dashes backwards.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
Oh,
You'd want it to dash where you're facing.
well, the idea is for combat. If I jump up and dash,
Yeah,
it's meant to be a dodge.
to get out of the way. If only you had like 1,000 sheaths.
Ouch.
Just throw them all over the spikes and knives. Damn it, you're supposed to just fly through here? Like, how does he move like that? This is like... This is mystical ninja shit. Pardon my French.
As you see, remember earlier when I was talking about the platforming itself has to be just fun and feel good to do?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
But I don't think they could do that easily back in the day. Like when your character was just like a pixeled sprite and you had like 4 colors. I don't think it was that easy to make all experiences fun like
Oh,
this. You got lasers
whoa!
now.
Lasers.
Don't forget to water those plants. Easy peasy. Just fly, do a backspin, jump up on the ceiling, do a triple flip.
Nothing but net. Wow, it works.
see, there you go.
That's what I meant. Throw an arrow and teleport yourself. Easy as pie.
Oh, boy.
You said it.
I like the blades even have shadows on the wall. Like it's, you got a good 3D effect while you're playing 2D.
Ah, I can do this. That's not how I do it, but I can do it. Yay!
Nice.
Yes, thank you. I'll take that.
Oh, nice.
And
More health.
more health, yes. I guess the only way out is this way. All right, time to run over to that save spot, and I think I'll pack up the game for the evening. Which way am I going? Yeah, that way.
I'm gonna put it back in the. Take the cartridge out. Put it back in the box.
Oh crap! These guys.
Whoa!
I do not like them. Not at all.
Is that Human Torch? Oh, save spot.
Yeah. Good thing to save before dying.
Yes. And I'm just going to take this back to my kind of sort of home base. Yeah, after I beat Varham, then then at one of the shops, all of a sudden, the Soma group became available, which allows me to teleport amongst all the save spots. Until that point in the game, it's just not available. Yeah, so Prince of Persia, I highly recommend it. I have a lot of fun with it.
It looks great, man. It's just eye candy.
Oh, it is. It's a gorgeous game. The game feel is awesome. The controls. I rank this up right up there with Metroid Dread.
I'm gonna add it to my wish list and get it on sale.
Let's see. Does my phone have enough battery? Oh, yes, it does.
Cannot reach Steam.store.
Tomorrow's supposed to be 100.
Yeah, it's pretty hot
Toasty!
in here. I'm gonna need to open a window. I closed the window not to get any noise on the mic, but like it gets like a hot box after a while.
You want me to send King Darius over there to cool it down?
Oh no, that's good. I'm glad he's gone. We don't need to go through that again. So it's Prince of Persia. What was the sub
The
name?
Lost Crown.
The Lost Crown. Okay, it's already on 50%. Oh, I already have it on my wish list. What am I thinking?
Yeah, the thing is, people do complain that you don't play the prince in that game, and they never say it outright. You have to dig through the lore to realize it, but a spoiler for the story, but almost nobody ever reads through it. You dig through the lore, you realize there's a prophecy called the Prophecy of the Three Princes. You are one of them.
1, 2, Princess.
Varham, who I was fighting, was the other, and the third was the guy I had to save. But Sargon is one of the princes of Persia. It's just it never stated it plainly. But one of the things it says is the Simmer, the god that they worship, will send a bird to hover over the shoulder of one he approves to be prince of Persia. And at the end of the game, the Simmer does show up, and a bird does show up and kind of hang out with Sargon for a minute.
Sargon of Akkad?
Nope, just Sargon. He doesn't have a last name.
It's
Yeah,
on sale 50%, but I'm gonna wait till it's like 90%. Because I'm not running out of games. Like I'm not bored. I'm playing. I just started discovering Portal now, and I'm having some fun.
Oh yeah.
No, isn't that a shooter where you blast an entry portal and exit portal, or you put two portals and you just go through them?
Yeah.
Yes, but there's not much shooting really outside of the portals.
Yeah, you're just shooting portals, and it's a puzzle game. That I had fun with.
But your enemies, like there are robot drones that will shoot at you, and there's like cannons and stuff in the rooms that shoot, and you can redirect their cannonballs or whatever you want to call it with the portals, which is kind of part of the puzzle.
I think my son was playing that, and I asked him, "Can you do a free fall?" So he put a portal above him, below him, and just started dropping through.
Yeah, that's how I kill the drones. Is you put a portal above them and then one underneath their feet, and then they fall and hit the ground a couple of times.
Yeah. Or you turn a block a certain angle and then redirect their laser to shoot themselves.
Laser.
I haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah, I think you have to get like 2 of the blocks, and you turn them just right so the angle ends up. Their laser hits the one block and angles it into the other block that goes back to them. But I think that's like a later part of the puzzles.
Yeah, it's crazy fun and addictive. Like you get in, and at the beginning they're super simple. Like obviously it's like a tutorial, and so you're like, oh, this is easy, and then it just once in a while you start getting, how do I do this one now? Okay, this is getting more complicated, and then you hit one, you're like, this one can't be solved. What is this? There's no solution. And you gotta look deeper a little bit.
Yeah, the fun ones are the weight ones where you have to have enough weight on certain things to cause things to open or close.
Yeah.
And you don't have enough of the things to do it.
How many levels are there in... let me ask it, Google or whatever. How many levels in Portal? So what's the link between Portal and the other games? Because there's... Half-Life is linked to Portal, right?
I believe it's a computer. So
it's the same computer.
Yeah. I don't remember if it's Portal 1 or Portal 2, but I believe Portal 1 starts you off, and basically the computer is woken up, and it's woken you up as a test subject.
Yeah.
And you're part of.
That's exactly how I hope to be woken up every day.
But I believe like you were part of the people that were left there at the end of the Half-Life thing, and the computer is trying to solve the problem that was left unsolved.
Okay, so it starts with Half-Life 1 and 2, then Portal, and there's 2 portals? Are there 2 portals?
Yes.
Wow. I got a lot of stuff to discover. I didn't play games for 30 years, so I missed all this.
Yeah, so I think after... Well, I've not really played the Half-Life games, but I believe at the end of Portal 2, you've caused the computer to blow up and destroy itself, and then you're able to escape from the building, basically. And it shows what it looks like outside. I believe that's the end of Portal 2. The end of Portal 1 might have something similar as well. I don't remember.
But they never made a Portal 3.
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Hold on, there's only 20 test chambers? That means that... They say there's like 23 to 24 levels in the first game. I'm like at level 21. I'm almost done with the game.
Oh.
That's a little bit disappointing.
Well,
but there is Portal 2, so there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was so close.
Now, the Portal game that my son was playing, he had put in portals and then went and sat at the entrance to one, and he would shoot at people who ran by the other. So it's probably a different game than I'm thinking of.
Well, you can drop boxes. I know I killed a lot of drones by opening portals over their heads.
Yeah.
And the floor didn't permit, because there's certain textures that doesn't permit you to put portals. And so the floor didn't. And so I was like, okay, so I can only have access to the top of their heads. So I opened the portal, the other side of the portal near me, and then I drop a box on that side, and it would fall on their heads. So that's one way to kill them.
Yeah. Drop a piano on their heads.
Yeah, but you don't have pianos because everything's kind of basically abstract, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's like the movie The Cube. You're just
Well,
like in one
then I'm
large
definitely thinking
facility
of a
with
different
rooms.
game.
There's been, I believe there's been a couple Portal mods for some first-person shooters. That might have been something you were looking at.
Yeah, because he was playing a shooter game with portals.
Do I have Portal 2? Dude, it's like $9 Canadian.
Nice.
I see. I didn't even have it. Portal
It's a
2.
fun continuation.
It says minus 25%, so it's on sale for 25%. $9 is not a lot. I'll wait till I'm done with the first one, but I might pick this up. I'm starting to get really addicted to it, like the puzzle aspect of like,
Yeah.
especially when you're like jumping off high ledge and you're jumping into a portal, out the portal that's like on a door, hinged like a door, and so you just shoot out horizontally because you dropped vertically.
Yeah.
That is really a trip. I'm liking that.
Yep.
Oh, this is cool. I'm getting in late to the game, but I'm having a ball. Yeah.
I might have to go back and replay those again. I've already replayed it at least once, maybe twice since the first go through.
Well, it's easy to get
Sounds
in.
like you guys are having a blast with it.
Well, I like that it's easy to get into because they're all small rooms puzzles, especially in the beginning. Like it does get more complicated towards the end, but so I like to play games in small increments a lot of times. Like once in a while I'll play like a long streak, but mostly I'm like drawing here, doing the dishes here, and like, okay, let's play 15 minutes and just hang out. Nothing complicated. So you could play 1 or 2 levels in Portal and then you're like, okay, save game later, and you come back to it. It's simple. Very simple.
Yep.
Yet it's got a complex emergent dynamics that kind of make it really fun to play with. Because it makes you want to have a portal gun in real life. Like, why can't I have a portal gun?
Yeah.
Because there's superheroes that have portals. Like, I remember X-Force #1, there's this character that's got an O on his face that he calls him Zero, and he could just, like, pop in from a portal. But he doesn't do any of these fancy things. That
To
would
this day, one of my favorite X-Men characters is one that's never even in the regular 616 timeline, and that's Blank.
Blink?
Yeah, she's a teleporter.
Okay.
What about the Miles Morales villain, the Spot?
Not familiar with that one, but Blink did make an appearance in the X-Men movie Days of Future Past.
So
She
the
was the
Spot,
one opening those portals to try and fight the Sentinels.
Spot is like pure white covered in black dots, and he can pull the dots off of his body and throw them down as portals.
Portable holes. I think Roadrunner uses those.
You know what's weird about the Portal games is that they were the first one came out during a very specific time, like a very sort of it's vague to describe, but then Jonathan Colton was like poised to become like the Weird Al of like gaming, and for a brief time he was, and then he just kind of vanished.
Wonder what happened.
I have no idea. Like he put out a bunch of songs, one of which was the end credits to Portal, which is what really made his popularity explode, and then he just kind of vanished.
Let's see, what was that? The Cake is a Lie?
No, the song is the one that was like, this was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Still alive.
Still alive. Yep. That was amazing.
Speaking of games and movies, they're making another Jumanji.
I still haven't. I don't think I saw
no.
the first one.
Because we don't have enough of them yet.
I mean, I don't know about any beyond the original, and then the first one with The Rock and what's his face from Tenacious D.
Wasn't it
Jack
Robin Williams who was in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was Robin Williams.
I think I've seen that one. I don't remember much about it.
Yeah, and in the second one, there was a thing that said, what was his name? Was it something Parrish? But and when they went into Jumanji, one of the guys that was stuck there for a while was it Alan Parrish? I think was Robin Williams' character name.
Yes.
Yeah, there he was living in a hut and said it's not really my hut, and he planted up and on one of the support beams was carved Alan Parrish was here,
There you go.
which was a nice callback because he was stuck in the game for like 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, but then reality rewound at the end of the first Jumanji movie, so he didn't actually spend 20 years there, but I guess the game's internal continuity remained consistent.
Right. So when the guys got stuck there, they found where he was living while he was stuck in the game, and it was a bummer. They obviously couldn't bring him back for that one because, well, we lost him. But the real world is just cruel sometimes.
Yeah.
Looking good there, Frederick.
Wait, thank you.
Let's pump that up a bit.
Bump it up. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of minute detail at this point, so it's very much getting close to done.
Look at all those little details in the city buildings themselves.
Yeah,
A lot of time with a ruler, huh?
I didn't even use a rule. I mean, I used the ruler but like I don't have a fixed point of perspective. I kind of winged it, because there's only so much you can do with certain angles, right? But it works for a comic book background.
Well, by ruler, I mean a straight edge.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure the second book is better than the first. I'm just trying to like get ahead of myself and make sure I go the extra mile and that you can feel it going from 1 to 2 that, okay, there's a jump in quality here. I can feel it. That's in the back of my head every time I do a page now. And the story as well. Like it's a challenge to make each installment better.
Now, will one of the stretch goals on this one be our very own quad board?
That'd be insane, dude. The amount of insurance I would need if I did that.
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, Wrangler, but it exists. There's a guy who does YouTube videos of him flying around a city on basically the quad board.
I've seen it like on a Twitter, like a TikTok video on Twitter is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's crazy people who are able to do it, and their videos are out there. Yeah, it's a thing.
I believe I believe that if you are watching a TikTok video on X, it's called a Twick Twalk.
Like, I'm so sick of 2026. Can we move on to the next thing now?
Yeah,
My God.
Mattel might want to invest, if he keeps going that high, he might want to invest in a parachute.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing, because his drone is out of batteries right now. He is in that situation. That's the whole problem. I don't want to do any spoilers, because if I answer your question, I'm going to spoil the start
don't spoil it.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, I don't mind spoilers at all. I don't think you want to broadcast it on
No, but because you're a reader too, you're going to read the book, because that's why I didn't send you stuff, because you were I wanted you to get like a first impression of the final work, contrary to Billy or Otter, who kind of like did beta reading stuff.
Yep, and they told me nothing. Nor did I ask, because I know you don't want me to.
Yeah. Well, I want to get people's, because I know you said you were wanting to do like a review.
So coverage.
Yeah, so I wanted to. Okay, he was going to do a review. I want to get like his first impressions without having gone through the beta, right?
Yeah. So
the
that's
full impressions. Yeah.
That's why I haven't even asked him about it.
Yeah.
Because I know you wanted me to have that fresh perspective when I open up the freshly released product. So
Exactly. It's gonna be fresh in the bag.
because remember, I'm one of those guys when a movie comes out that I'm interested in, I'll go and watch all the spoiler review coverage on it
Okay.
before I even decide if I want to go see it.
Yeah.
So me avoiding spoilers only because it's you am I avoiding the spoilers, you know?
Yeah.
In the third volume, the main character creates Hero Coin and then does a rug pull on it.
No, well, actually, the shitcoiners are the bad guys in this story. That's the thing, because they do exist, and they will pay. Well, them and the bankers, you know, like there's a lot of baddies.
Yeah, he's gonna make bank coin.
I mean, actually,
Banktherium.
there's talk of like encouraging banks to use crypto so that and to encourage other people to use crypto so that so you, to avoid our national debt, we would switch to not fully switch to, but like certain institutions would switch to a sort of a crypto. That
Yeah, I
isn't-
mean, Trump talked about a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Like he talked about that in 2024.
Yeah, I think the government did stock up and put aside a whole bunch of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think I'm not absolutely certain on that.
Yeah, the government seized Bitcoin.
Yeah, like
Well, they like to seize everything. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
they seized a bunch from Maduro or something, and or like some of the cartels, and so that's what they're kind of using to fund their thing.
What did Reagan say once? If it moves, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. He said that's what his political opponents, how they see everything.
Yeah.
He's not saying that's what we should do. He was saying that's what the other party
No.
likes to do.
Reagan, I keep. Sometimes Trump is pretty funny, but I was like, part of me was hoping that in his second term he'd have more like Reagan style zingers. But like, man, nobody has quite reached the level of Reagan in that way.
Well, I mean, he got grazed by the ear by a bullet. That's pretty Reagan.
Yeah,
True.
right. What was the other thing Reagan said? As government expands, liberty contracts.
I'm from the government. I'm here to help.
Well, I guess he learned the hard way because didn't he used to be naive and very trusting of the government, and then he learned otherwise. And
I believe so, because he switched parties whenever he ran.
yeah, a lot like Trump did.
Yeah, I think he was recounting something. He was like, and then and then federal agents showed up and said the 9 scariest words in the English language. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. You know what was very funny was I like to watch just old television sometimes, because it's there's very little good that's being currently made, right? That's easily accessible.
Yeah,
Everyone's making like prestige TV slop, or and it's like blah, right? So, but there's this old TV program that ran for like, I don't know, a very long time called Death Valley Days, and in the 60s, it started running in the 50s, but at some point in I think the mid or late 60s. The host of the show switched from like this old prospector guy who I think might have passed away to fucking Ronald Reagan.
Nixon had some good ones too.
just Nixon's face was very cartoonish, though.
I am not a crook.
You know what's funny is people that listened to the presidential debate overwhelmingly said Nixon won the debate, and those who watched it on TV said that Kennedy won.
Oh yeah, there was the radio versus TV still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because with TV, ever since TV came along, how good looking somebody is became a factor in the races.
It's like video killed the radio star or something.
Right? Oh, anyway, we've come up to that time and past it. It is time to start doing parting plugs. So, I'm going to start with Raven.
Oh, hey. I am. Let's see. Where am I at? I think I'm into like chapter 5 of the rewrite of my backstory. I'm debating putting it on Royal Road. But in the meantime, hopefully The Legend of Shalar by Maji Nell ends up becoming available. Hopefully at least you can put it on your wish list. But when it becomes available again, buy your book.
I'm double checking it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I've been out for about a week. Been hard for me to find stuff.
I gotta go open
Yeah,
the window
still
because I'm gonna die in here.
Okay.
We'll do the plugs first, though. Hopefully, I'll survive.
Yes, I'm Lou Vapor. I've got a couple of articles up on that one place where people put articles.
The New York Times, right?
Yes, also known as what the hell is it called? Something Stack.
Substack?
Substack, yeah. Got a couple of those up. They've been up forever. I have an article that's going to be in the Elven Maid Inn Tales from the Tavern issue 3, which should be coming out this month. And definitely check that out. Look for the Elven Maid Inn. That's not Elven Maid as in created by elves, but like an elf in a maid outfit, Elven Maid, and then inn, like a place you stay. Definitely search for that. It will be available for free on PDF, I'm fairly certain, on her Ko-fi or coffee, whatever you want to call it. And then in addition to that, I would recommend that everybody here, if you must eat lettuce, absolutely give it a good bath in cold water and white vinegar to clear out any parasites. But really, the best thing you can do is grow your own at home. Investigate crafty hydroponics. It's really fun. It's really easy to do, and you can grow your own lettuce, and you don't have to worry about what parasites the government is sneaking into your lettuce.
Or you could just eat a big juicy burger.
Yeah, that too. But sometimes you want to put a piece of lettuce on that burger. Get some crunch.
That's dangerous.
If I want crunch, I put bacon on it.
Yeah. Much safer. In case
Okay.
Muslims.
Remember a proper diet. The 4 major food groups: eggs, beef, bacon, and butter. Five if you count cheese.
Let's see if I can still do this. You got your 3 basic food groups. You got grease, chili, and beef.
I love it. All right, Frederick.
Yeah, so my Retell number 1 is at the distributors, and it's about to go out. So I don't know if it's going out this week or next. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. But it's on its way out. It's going to be in people's hands very shortly, in the month of August. Definitely, I can say that now, because we're on the verge, and it's just beginning August. So in this month, you're going to get your Retell if you ordered a copy. If not, well, we will have them at certain conferences throughout the years, and maybe I'll make it available on my website. But I am working regardless on Retell number 2, and when that comes out, I'll have Retell number 1s available again. So hopefully you will join us in this wonderful story of hope, adventure, and a little bit of present-day sci-fi.
I'm very much looking forward to getting my copy.
Nice. Me too.
All right. And I guess that leaves me. Let's see. Let's animate her. I don't know who brought up these cool images, Luvapor. All right, here we. Oops, wrong one. There we go. All right, you can check out my stuff on Amazon, Haley Star Bad Kitty, and Bad Kitty Haley's World. We were talking about Metroidvanias earlier. Consider these lit Metroidvanias. They are magic-fueled sci-fi adventures, a little bit Goonies, a little bit fantasy, a whole lot of fun. There's Haley blasting away aliens with their potatoes. That's not exactly how it happens in the book, but hey, Luvapor, you put this together, and this is just too much fun. I have too much fun watching this. This is great. But yeah, you can check those out on Amazon. Just type in Bad Kitty Frequency Studios. Both books will pop right up. I am working on books 3 and 4 as we speak. Oh, Fu Man Blue just showed up. He
More
says,
lines.
More lines.
Damn you, Fu Man Blue.
Lines.
My nemesis.
Yeah, you can also check out my Twitter page at Frequency Studios. Just dropped the first E. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you enjoyed this presentation, hit the like, and if you didn't, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time, and God bless.
God bless. Get good. You did beat the boss before the end of the show.
Jewish space lasers.
And that's how I did it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Computer!